President Solis, good to have you on CCTV News.
Thank you.
You are the first foreign head of state to visit China in the new year of 2015, and this is your second time meeting with President Xi Jinping, because Xi Jinping has been to your country in July last year in Brasilia. So what kind of progress have you seen in bilateral ties?
I'm honored being here, and in fact, this is a very important visit for Costa Rica and China, because the President Xi and myself have agreed to move our relations to a higher ground. What used to be a unilateral cooperation relationship has now turned into a strategic agreement between the two countries. We have decided that we want to become partners in a longer frame vision of these relations. So in the next few months, we're going to draft an agenda that will guide us in the next few years. And I think this new logic in the bilateral relation is going to be extremely positive for both countries, because now we will see each other as partners in a relationship that needs to move in terms of technological transfers, in terms of more investments, etc. So it has been a very momentous occasion for the bilateral relationship.
And your visit, just many say that it just comes at a very significant period of time, because it's during the first ministerial meeting of China-CELAC Forum. And as the current rotating chairman of CELAC, what do you see of China's role in promoting the relationship between Latin American countries and China?
Well, what we witnessed yesterday in Beijing was truly historical. In many ways, it was the end of the Monroe Doctrine of 1823. It was the first time a major world power decides to partake in the discussions, in the political discussions in Latin America. Originally, the United States had been the sole world power to exercise that dialogue. This is over now, with a very intense presence of China in different aspects of Latin American politics and Latin American economics. So I'm very confident that these bonds will grow in the future. The potential for the growth of trade, the growth of political exchanges, the possibility of crafting a political dialogue of very good quality through the foreign ministers, which is what was agreed upon in Beijing, is of utmost importance. And therefore, I augur well to the bilateral relations between Latin America, Caribbean, and China. It's a new reality. What happened here in Beijing yesterday changes the overall logic of international relations in the world.
And you have once said that China will become the largest trading partner of Latin America in 15 years. So why do you say so, and what kind of potential opportunities do you see through these kind of trade and economic cooperation?
Well, I said that based on the trends that we have seen developing so far. If those trends are maintained, all the analysis that I've read point at China becoming the first trade partner of Latin America and the Caribbean. It's a matter of volume, it's a matter of interest. The capacity of Latin America to supply the Chinese market, not only in terms of primary goods, which obviously has happened already, but in added value goods also, and in technological goods also. So what I see in the next few years developing, if again the trends keep, which there are no reason why they shouldn't, other than the disacceleration of the economy in China, which is not decelerating significantly, is the growth, the intensity of our relationships. It's a relationship based on a very high potential.
Mm-hmm. And you know that you yourself has been a historian, a teacher in many universities, including the University of Costa Rica. So what do you see of the importance of people-to-people exchanges?
No, this is the most fundamental part of this relationship. I spoke with President Xi Jinping about the strength of what generally is regarded as soft power. You know, the cultural aspects, especially the building of trust among the people of China, the people of Costa Rica, Latin America. We have to know more about each other. Many countries in Latin America are as millenary as the Chinese. Mexico, Peru have a long-standing history. Other countries have lesser ancient history, such as mine. Some countries are very large, Brazil. Some others are very small, like mine. But nevertheless, we have many things to share. And these things we have to share can be shared through the teaching of languages, through the appreciation of culture, art, music, through exchanges in sports. And so what I see is a tremendous willingness and a very deep understanding on the part of China, Costa Rica, and other countries in Latin America to pursue that road, to move ahead in bringing people together. Tourism will play a very important part in that new reality, and we're trying to facilitate it as much as possible.
Costa Rica has been, the only country in Central America that has established bilateral ties, the diplomatic ties with China. So it just plays as a bridge connecting China and other Latin American countries. So what's all the new steps that Costa Rica will be taken to further strengthen the bilateral ties with China?
Well, it's a bridge, as you have beautifully proposed it. It is also a platform through which China can project itself to 2.5 billion people around the world, because we have free trade agreements with the major trade blocs in the world. So from Costa Rica, China could access other markets and other countries. But most significantly, what we have to assure is that in the next few months, from here to the mid of this year, we craft an agenda that will allow us to have a pluri-annual program for the period 2016-2020. I think this would allow for a longer vision for our bilateral relations, and it can also provide a context within which the relationship of China with other countries, using Costa Rica as a stepping stone, could be achieved.
Okay, thank you very much, President. Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good day.